19-year-old So Min U is a prisoner, but he says it's better than being on the front line. He spends his days at a camp with other detainees. They were fighting for the Myanmar military when they were captured by rebels in Kachin state.
When they arrested me at the railway station, I was only 16. They asked for my identity card, then tore it up. One of the men, who wasn't wearing a uniform, said, "Don't you want to join the army?" I said no, but they forced me to go with them to a camp anyway. I was afraid of being beaten up, so I followed them.
He admits to having been on the battlefront when he was 17, which would make him a child soldier as defined by the United Nations. Mong Win Taik says he's not yet 18, but already he's a veteran of the battlefield.
In the morning, heavy fighting started. There was a gunfight between the Kachin Independence Army and our troops. This was my first time. I was too scared to fire. An officer shouted at me to shoot. I was hiding inside the bunker. I could only shoot at the sky. That's all I could do.
He says his father sold him to the military for about $130. The money was used to pay for his sister's medical expenses. This camp is in Kachin state, where the Kachin Independence Army is fighting for greater autonomy. Fierce battles take place almost daily in the jungles. Tens of thousands of people have been displaced. But Kachin is not the only state that's fighting against the government. And rights groups say the state and rebel armies are guilty of recruiting children. But progress is being made, albeit slowly. In June, the government signed a commitment to release and reintegrate former child soldiers. And recently, two other ethnic groups, the Karenni and the Mon, pledged to stop using underage fighters. But translating the promises into reality may not be easy.
If I go home, I will surely be arrested. It's because they will look for me and trace me. They have my address and other information.
The Kachin rebels, who've also been accused of using underage fighters themselves, say they want to release the child soldiers, but fear for their safety. So, for the time being, these fighters remain prisoners. Florence, Looi, Al Jazeera.